The forgotten role of teaching in parenting. Every parent is called to be a teacher to their children. Trust me. Because parenting is not just about feeding, clothing, and meeting the basic needs of your child. It is beyond that. As a matter of fact, one of the most important responsibilities of every parent is to teach their child. Teaching is a skill that every parent needs to learn. For you to be a good teacher, you must first know about yourself, know about what you want to teach your learner, and know a lot about your learner. So teaching is something that we have to learn as parents. Dear parents, come closer. Teaching is not shouting on your child. Teaching is not assuming your child should know. Teaching is not dishing out instructions. Teaching is being patient to ensure that you transfer knowledge to your child that can change their life. So, if you fall on that table when you want to teach, your cane is by your side, your voice is raised, that is not teaching. Stay with me to the end of this video. Let's explore the role of teaching in your parenting journey. Why do a lot of parents ignore the role of teaching in their parenting journey? I'm going to share with us quickly 3 simple reasons why a lot of parents ignore this important role in their journey. And the first one is because nobody taught us, right? Growing up, a lot of us, or a lot of parents then, just left their children to figure out life. It was very difficult to see a parent that sits their children down consistently to teach them, right? So this is one of the reasons why we grew up not knowing how to do this also to our children. Number 2, teaching takes time and effort. It's not easy to teach, right? So if you're going to teach, you're going to put in the work, you're going to bring in your time to be able to do this effectively. And a lot of us do not have that time. Number 3, we mistake obedience for understanding. So sometimes you give your child an instruction and your child is quick to just run off to go and carry that instruction out. Sometimes they are just being obedient out of fear. They might not necessarily understand what is, you expect them to do at that time. Or because they are afraid, they don't want you to yell, raise your voice and all of that, they just rush off to carry out that instruction, even without having understanding. So that's another reason. Sometimes we mistake obedience for understanding, but it's not always the case. Trust me. How can the skill of teaching transform your parenting journey? Number 1, it makes your child more confident. When your child knows what to do, they feel confident about it, right? And they dive right into it without waiting for you to even remind them. Number 2, it makes your home calm. Rather than yelling, shouting all over the place, your child knows what to do and how to do it. They go about doing it without your intervention or reminder. Number 3, teaching helps you bond and connect with your child. Yes. So while you're teaching, you're spending time with your child, you're also bonding, connecting, answering their questions, right? This can create a strong bond between a parent and their child. 5 simple ways you can start to teach your child today. Now. 5 simple ways. Number 1, demonstrate before giving instructions. You want to teach your child something, show them how to do it. Now, depending on their age, you might need to demonstrate repeatedly, right? Depending on how old your child is and how fast they can grasp. So you need to demonstrate exactly what you want them to do before allowing them to do those things. That's the first step. Number 2, explain the why behind the way you do things. Explain the why behind the rules you have in your home. Children asking questions, and they are not trying to question your authority. They are just curious. They want to know, why is this thing done this way, right? I remember one of those days, my son was to fry plantain. He got into the kitchen, put the oil on fire, and he just dumped the plantain in and, left. I think he came to me in the sitting room or something. I'm like, guy, where's the plantain? He said it's on fire. I'm like, did you allow the oil get hot before putting it? He said, no, that doesn't matter as long as it's going to get hot eventually and it's going to fry. Why do I? He now asked the question, say, Mommy, why do I have to allow it? Why do I have to allow the oil get hot? And I thought for a while, like, why does he really have to allow the oil get hot? And it dawned on me that if you put the plantain in the oil while it's not hot, the plantain starts to soak up some of that oil, right? And by the time it gets hot and starts to fry, the plantain will become soggy because it has absorbed a lot of oil. So instead of that, you can wait for it to get hot so that as you put in your plantain, it starts to fry, not absorb the oil, right? So that was how I was able to explain the concept to him, and he got it. And guess what? This morning, he fried plantains the right way. I didn't have to come to check whether he was going to allow the oil get hot or not, because he understood the reason why it should be done that way, right? So explain the why behind your rules and your instructions. Number 3, break tasks into smaller steps. Yes, sometimes children get overwhelmed with instructions, especially if you want them to do multiple things at the same time. Break it down. I went as far as writing down the different steps when I was teaching my children to cook, especially my first daughter. When I was teaching her, I wrote the steps down. Okay, slice the onion, make sure your pot is clean, put it on the fire, measure 2 spoons of oil, break it down so that it doesn't become too much for your child to absorb. Teach them step by step. Break those steps down into smaller tasks. And if possible, depending on how your child learns. Remember, I said teaching is about also the person you're teaching, the learner. So if you understand the way your child learns, it will help you to teach them right. Like for my daughter, I went as far as writing down those steps, the steps you need to take to be able to cook. So break those steps down into break those tasks down into smaller steps. Number 4, praise their effort, not perfection. So when you teach your child something and your child tries to do it on their own, commend them for it. oh, I see you tried to do this, I taught you the other day. Wow, that's amazing. You tried, right? Commend them, even if it's not perfect, even if they made mistakes here and there. Your commendation will encourage them to try again another time. The last one is teach again. Yes, you heard me. A teacher once, a teacher forever. So you have to keep teaching. A lot of us parents will say, oh, I've been saying it, I've been telling you, yes, you will keep saying, you will keep teaching, you will keep guiding. It's one of our responsibility as a parent. So when you teach again. They don't get it, you teach again. Find other ways to teach, depending on how your child learns. So your child might be an auditory learner, people that learn through what they hear, and you might be showing them, teaching them through visual aids, showing them things. Meanwhile, they learn through what they hear. So understanding who your child is will also help you to know how to teach them. That's why I said at the beginning of this video that teaching is a skill that needs to be learned. If you got any value at all from this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share with parents around you, and also we'd like to hear from you. Share with us in the comment section, what are some ways you have successfully taught your child, a skill at home? Share with us, please. We can learn from you, and we can improve what we have been doing, right? So share with us. And of course, if you have any struggle with teaching your child questions and all of that, you can also drop it in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.